Imagine waking up every single day, working hard, doing everything you're supposed to do, yet somehow at the end of every month, your bank account looks almost the same. The salary comes in, the bills go out, and whatever remains disappears before you even realize it. Years pass, a decade passes, and one day you look around and wonder, why am I still struggling financially? The uncomfortable truth is this: most people don't stay poor because they don't work hard. They stay poor because of the financial decisions they repeat every single day. Small habits, small choices, small mistakes. On their own, they look harmless, but over time, they slowly drain your future. There are people who earn average salaries and still build wealth over time. And there are people who earn large incomes yet remain broke. The difference isn't luck. The difference isn't intelligence. The difference is how they handle money. Let's start with the first mistake, focusing only on earning money but never learning how to manage it. Many people believe that making more money will solve their financial problems. They think, if I just get a better job, if my salary increases, if I earn a little more, then everything will finally be okay. But here's the reality. Income alone does not create wealth. Financial behavior does. There are professional athletes who earn millions and still go bankrupt. There are lottery winners who lose everything within a few years. And there are ordinary people with normal jobs who quietly become financially independent. Why? Because money without discipline disappears just as fast as it arrives. If you cannot control your spending when you earn little, you will not magically control it when you earn more. The second mistake is living without a budget. A budget is simply a plan for your money, but most people never create one. They move through life guessing, hoping that everything will somehow work out. Without a budget, money becomes invisible. You don't notice the small daily expenses. A coffee here, food delivery there, a random online purchase, a subscription you forgot about. Individually, they seem tiny, but together they become a silent leak in your finances. Wealthy individuals rarely spend randomly. They tell their money exactly where to go. Every dollar has a job. Every expense has a reason. People who struggle financially often do the opposite. They spend first and then hope there's something left to save. The third mistake is relying on a single source of income. Most people depend entirely on their job. One paycheck, one employer, one stream of money. This creates a dangerous level of financial vulnerability. If the company downsizes, if the economy slows, if your industry changes, your entire financial life can collapse overnight. We've seen it happen many times. Businesses close. Companies restructure. Technology replaces jobs. Those who rely on only one income stream suddenly find themselves trapped. Wealth builders think differently. They gradually create multiple income streams, investments, side businesses, online work, royalties, rental income. Assets that generate money even when they are not actively working. The goal isn't to work more forever. The goal is to build systems that eventually work for you. The fourth mistake is emotional spending. Companies spend billions of dollars studying human psychology. They design advertisements, sales, and marketing strategies to trigger one thing: impulse buying. Limited time offers, flash sales, huge discounts, countdown timers, all designed to make you feel like you must buy something immediately. Emotion replaces logic, but impulse purchases slowly destroy financial stability. Because most of the things people buy in those moments were never truly necessary. Wealthy people train themselves to pause before buying. They create distance between desire and decision. Sometimes they follow a simple rule: wait 24 hours before making a non-essential purchase. And often, by the next day, the desire disappears. The fifth mistake is saving whatever is left instead of paying yourself first. Most people treat savings like leftovers. They pay their bills, they buy what they want, they spend throughout the month, and if anything remains, they save it. But in reality, that extra money rarely exists. Financially successful people reverse this system. The moment income arrives, a portion immediately goes towards savings or investments before any spending happens. In other words, they pay themselves first. This one habit alone can completely change someone's financial future. The sixth mistake is misusing debt. Debt itself is not always bad. In fact, many wealthy individuals use debt strategically, but there's a massive difference between productive debt and lifestyle debt. Productive debt is used to acquire assets, things that generate income or increase in value over time. Lifestyle debt is used to fund consumption, expensive gadgets, luxury items, or things that lose value quickly. Credit cards make spending dangerously easy. Buy now, pay later. Swipe now, worry later, but interest quietly grows in the background. And before long, people find themselves trapped in cycles of minimum payments. Instead of money working for them, they begin working for their debt. The seventh mistake is avoiding investing out of fear. Many people say investing is risky, but what they don't realize is that not investing carries its own risk. Inflation constantly reduces the value of money. What costs $100 today might cost $120 or $150 in the future. If money simply sits in a savings account for years without growth, its purchasing power slowly shrinks. Wealth builders understand that money must move. It must grow. It must be placed in assets that compound over time. Investing is not about getting rich quickly. It is about allowing time and compound growth to quietly multiply wealth in the background. The eighth mistake is ignoring financial education. School teaches mathematics, history, and science, but very few people are ever taught how money actually works, how taxes operate, how investments grow, how compound interest works, how debt traps people. Because of this, many adults spend their entire lives making financial decisions without truly understanding the system they are part of. The people who escape this cycle usually make a deliberate effort to learn. They read books, they listen to financial podcasts, they study investing and money psychology. Over time, this knowledge begins shaping better decisions. And better decisions eventually create better financial outcomes. The ninth mistake is lifestyle inflation. This happens when income increases and spending rises just as quickly. Someone gets a raise and upgrades their car, moves into a more expensive apartment, starts dining out more frequently, buys newer gadgets. Their income increases, but their savings remain exactly the same. They appear wealthier from the outside, but internally nothing has changed. Wealthy individuals often resist this trap. Even as their income grows, they keep their lifestyle relatively stable for long periods of time. This creates a powerful gap between what they earn and what they spend. That gap becomes the fuel for investments. And those investments become the foundation of long-term wealth. The 10th and perhaps most dangerous mistake is short-term thinking. Most people make financial decisions based only on today. They prioritize immediate comfort over long-term stability. Buying something today feels good. Saving for something 10 years away does not provide instant satisfaction. But wealth is built through patience. The people who achieve financial freedom are often those who consistently choose long-term benefits over short-term pleasure. They think in decades instead of days. They ask different questions. Instead of asking, "Can I afford this right now?" they ask, "Will this decision help my future self?" Over time, these small shifts in thinking create enormous differences. The truth is that poverty rarely happens overnight. It is usually the result of thousands of small financial mistakes repeated again and again. But the opposite is also true. Wealth rarely appears overnight either. It grows slowly from small habits repeated consistently for years. Budgeting, saving, investing, learning, delaying gratification, building multiple income streams. Individually, none of these actions seem dramatic, but together, over time, they reshape an entire financial future. If someone truly wants to change their financial life, they don't necessarily need to suddenly earn 10 times more money. Often, the most powerful change comes from fixing the daily habits that quietly control where money goes. Because once habits change, decisions change. And once decisions change, the future changes with them.